Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Alan,
And I'm Justin.
and we're back.
We are the
I
backs.
don't know what season we're on.
We'll probably do a new number or something.
I have no idea. It's been a while.
We could do the same thing Doctor Who did and just restart season one.
Maybe.
Like, this is the first season and there was nothing else before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to keep headphones on? I mean, we can.
I'm 50-50 on it.
I'm fine with that.
I don't know. It's variable depending on the aesthetics.
I don't know. It doesn't really phase me. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm like adjusting my sound.
Yeah, it's odd. Ugh.
That's going to drive me nuts.
That's a vibe.
But yeah, we are back.
Long time no talk.
Long time no talk. Our last thing was in June,
Yeah.
May, June.
We
It's now November.
We recorded after house renovation, and then
That's it. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, w- should we talk about why or
Why did we take a break? Because I don't even know why we took a break.
various life reasons?
Oh, yeah, go for it. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
Uh, well, you were starting a new job,
Yeah,
technically, so we were trying to get all of that figured out and figure out that entire schedule and how that all was going to work.
definitely. Let me
I
scoot this closer.
Thank you. I was leaning hard into a personal training regimen and getting that figured out. I was figuring out my health. You were figuring out job stuff.
Job stuff and health.
Yeah. And then we tried to restart a couple of times and none of them really felt like the right time.
No, definitely not.
And then it hit October and then the election was coming up, so it was just kind of like, you know what? Let's not do that this year.
Yeah, the election happened.
That happened.
I think I feel secure enough to take these off.
Okay. Yeah. The election was that was a time.
That was something that happened.
And
And yeah, we're just going to have to get used to that.
yeah, I don't I didn't see that coming.
No one
Also
did.
that whole day I just didn't see coming.
So,
That was a
should we
week.
talk about that?
Yeah, do you want to?
Oh, can we? I don't think we can. Basically, I had a medical emergency at 5 a.m. the day before the election that turned into a pretty major surgery.
Yep.
So
It
that
was
was fun vibes. But
it
I'm
was bad.
all as healed as I'm going to be right now. Just still some swelling, or is what I like to, what you call swelling.
Swelling.
Yeah,
It's swelling.
it's whatever. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I feel like we've just been living life and trying to adjust to stuff.
Yeah,
There hasn't really been anything all that crazy going on.
I ordered a Range Rover.
Okay, maybe there are some crazy
I did
things
that a
going
couple
on.
months ago, and it's gonna be. When are we getting it? April?
April.
Yeah, it should be ready in April.
I am so excited for that car.
Me too. I'm so excited to get rid of the Tesla
Why are we getting rid of the Tesla?
because the software updates make the car borderline unusable.
Yep.
So that's the vibes.
It's actually bad. It's a problem. Also, I started driving a lot more, so that was fun.
Yeah, you start driving like every day now.
Yeah. I'm driving more often than you are, especially after surgery
Yeah,
recovery
because you
stuff.
had to. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, during that surgery, like it was like, oh yeah, I hope that you get a little more comfortable driving because you're gonna have to because I can't drive.
Yeah, it was morning and we ended up going to the ER and then
It went from there.
it was
And
it
that
was
was
bad.
literally election day.
Yeah.
So,
Side note, the hospital cafeteria is fabulous.
yeah, it's pretty great.
I've been there a couple times now at this point.
Yeah, it's
I've
pretty
gotten way
nice.
too used to that. And thank everything we live in an area with good medical care and
We
good
live in the
medicine and
healthcare
stuff like
capital
that.
of the US, so
Yeah. So
yeah.
everything's pretty solid. And
I
if you're
felt
gonna
safe.
if you're gonna have a medical emergency, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my health. You started working out more.
Yeah.
And
I
now you've actually taken a hiatus from personal training to do more personal training at home because schedule wise, it just doesn't make sense.
No, everything got completely topsy-turvy. I had two personal trainers. They're both great, but couldn't get schedule stuff to work
No, not at
anymore.
all.
And then eventually needed to just go back home and stuff like that and like try and get endurance up, try to work out more. We got a treadmill, so that's kind of cool. And I've been
A treadmill?
a treadmill.
Treadmill?
I've been
Treadmill?
I've been putting some use into the treadmill.
We got a Nordic track, and
It's
it's
pretty
pretty
great.
great.
It's super useful, and I go on there a fair amount and like try to get stuff all good. I need to do it more, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also got at home weights
Hmm. Yeah, we got all of that. I think since the last podcast, I've lost like what, 60 pounds?
easily, and I've like body recomped. I've like
Yeah, you've completely turned everything to muscle.
yeah, I've dropped a lot of body fat while staying close to the same weight. But
Same weight, same size, but that's what happens.
yeah, I'm like probably the healthiest I've ever been right now.
Nah, you were healthier like 4 months ago, 3, 4 months ago.
There,
But
healthiest I've
also,
ever been in
it's
this year.
winter, so
Yeah,
in this
kind
year,
of.
3, 4 months ago apparently wasn't this year.
It was okay. Fair enough.
Let's see. We went on a trip to New York.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was one of the best vacations we ever took.
Yeah. Also, I also just love going to New York.
Yeah.
We were there for like what, a week?
Yeah.
Felt like, was it only a week?
It was a week.
My God.
It was a really good week though.
Yeah, it felt like it was longer
Actually,
than that.
no, I feel like it was like a week and like 2 days or something like that.
Maybe.
Like a week and three
Maybe
days.
no, it was 10 days because I remember the guy at the rental car thing literally was like, "Oh, well, you're like renting a car for 10 days," and I was like, "Yeah, it's for work."
Yeah.
Hmm.
That car was so nice. It was a Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Not a Grand Wagoneer, just a Wagoneer.
Just a Wagoneer,
It
and
was nice.
it like motivated us to being like, oh, we want a bigger car. So we actually spent like months looking at like different cars between like the Yukon and the Escalade.
Actually, no, I think in the last podcast we were like, "We're getting an Escalade."
Yeah, and
Jokes on
I
us.
it's not like anything actually fell through. It's just we realized we wanted the Range Rover,
Well, we went and looked at the Range Rovers, and
and it
then they
was
had a
like,
Range Rover Sport that we ended up test driving. And of course, the one that we test drove was the plug-in hybrid 2024
yep.
or 25 model. I don't know.
And the plug-in hybrid wasn't even like on our radar
And
until we
I
went
was
there.
like, I want this. And then I ended up building one online, sending it in, and then we got a, what's it called? Allocation.
Allocation. The fact we got an allocation is actually pretty crazy,
Yeah.
and
And
that's part of the reason we went for it. Honestly,
yeah.
was because we'd be kind of dumb not to.
Yeah. Because they don't just give out allocations willy nilly.
No.
So we took that allocation. Well, we paid for it, but I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah.
And yeah, car should be ready
April
April
2024.
2025.
5. What year is it? 2024.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta stop wiggling your feet.
yeah, sorry. Also, secrets out. I got LASIK. I didn't get LASIK.
He did not get
We
LASIK.
tried to. I
With
went.
our lights set up and his glasses, try your glasses on for a second.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
They reflect everything.
Hello. Oh my god, I can actually see what I look like. We look good.
We do look pretty good.
Okay, back to being blind. Anyways,
But yeah, they reflect everything. Also, we have a whole new podcast set up.
yeah.
Sorry, you can barely hear that. But yeah, I've never recorded with this one yet.
No, it's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It has a completely different ambiance, and we kept like refining different stuff with recording setup. I think that was part of it, is we couldn't find one we were that happy with.
Yeah, like the Roadcaster was just too much to take out and put back in all the
Yeah,
time.
still
And
love that
then
thing, but
like our last thing was just video
yeah,
and we were just using the DJI audio.
still use it.
And now we're just using it right now because this is our first time ever fully actually recording with this.
Yeah,
So we're using the DJI audio on the camera as like a redundant thing just in case.
yeah. And if all works, we'll keep using this, but
But
we'll
yeah,
see.
that's exciting.
Yeah, tried to actually tried to get LASIK and went for a consultation for it, but every time I tried to
Twice.
go, they would say that I was late and reschedule the appointment beforehand.
Yeah, we would get like a notification that like the appointment was pushed forward by like 40 minutes. So if we actually went at the time that the appointment was set for, it would be like, oh, you're late.
It just ended up being so hopeless to even try and go that I was just like, meh.
Yeah, it was just like, I'm not doing this.
Still might get LASIK at some point, but we shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah, another weird thing that's been going on is we've kind of been trying to figure out outfits. And like we're redoing things again.
Oh, we're doing quality over quantity again. Not that like we stopped, but like we're getting a little more into it, like car stuff. Instead of just getting like a GMC Yukon or an Escalade, we're getting a Range Rover.
Quality.
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 And then even clothing, like we have like an approved list of brands.
Yeah, which
So
we
like no
track down.
fast fashion, none of that.
Which I'm very happy for. Fast fashion is gross
Yeah,
and disgusting, and yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm still wearing Lululemon, but that's slowly getting phased into
You're not buying any more though.
now.
It's
Like
just like I'm right now I'm also wearing Lululemon.
Lululemon chic,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're transitioning to do different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fill up this podcast anymore.
yeah. It's been so long. It's weird.
That was 11 minutes.
What else have we been doing the past few months?
I don't know a lot. I think right now I'm just kind of trying to process the results of the election.
Yeah, same. There's a lot to process
I
there.
don't mind talking about that in this podcast.
Okay,
Like our
one
first
time
podcast
only.
back, like talking about the like politics, I don't mind.
Yeah, one time only special. So
Especially like how it's kind of unprecedented. It's kind of a ridiculous thing.
yeah, I mean we had a felon elected in the White House.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're now pronouncing the L in salmon.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hope everyone knows that.
Oh my God.
Salmon.
Like he legally can't even vote.
Nope. Convicted felon. But he's also the president. I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense.
Part of me wants to believe that like, oh, it's not going to happen.
Same. I don't know how, like,
Yeah, I don't
I don't know
know.
how he won either.
That's
That's its own.
whatever. I'm actually really mad at the Democratic Party because I feel like there's like a lot of stuff that they didn't do that they could have done beforehand.
You think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Like it
was.
just, ugh.
I mean, it's that classic situation. Everybody takes a result for granted, and they're just like, oh, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then
Well, even
it's,
me, I was like, oh no, we're a shoe in to win. It's fine.
yeah,
And
was
then
not a shoe in.
I remember like in the hospital, just kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm looking and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, this can't be happening. Then I was like, oh, give me some pain meds.
Oh, God.
I was actually in
Ap-
pain. It's not like I was just like using pain meds.
Apparently, it was a worldwide trend, too. Like, every incumbent party got voted out.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just the US, and it had a lot more to do with, like, that than anything else. Like, it didn't matter who was in the White House, they would have gotten voted out.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. It's still shocking, though, and also, like, I feel like everyone's just kind of, like, numb.
I think I know I definitely am. I'm very numb to this entire situation.
Yeah, most people I know at least that have cared, like, kind of switched around to, like, I don't care anymore.
That was
Like,
me. I
people
just
voted for what they wanted, and I don't care.
let them deal with the blowback from it.
Yep.
But
Right.
all those people that were super Trumpy, I won't forget.
Nope.
Yeah.
And it was like,
It was a lot.
it was a lot astronomically stupid, too, in
Yeah,
so many ways.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Or like the vast like Hispanic population that voted for him. Huh?
I don't
E-
I don't get why, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say like Kamala treated it or Vice President Harris treated it as like a foregone conclusion that
Mhm.
she was going to win. I think she took it pretty seriously.
She
But
did.
like I feel like there were a lot of other people who just didn't take it seriously.
I didn't take it seriously enough. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's a lot.
it's surprising and like
It's kind of scary.
yeah,
Mhm.
the reality is it's probably going to like mess up the United States for quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just have kind of like lost faith in fair elections.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Just like it's whatever. And like I don't think it's going to have and hopefully I don't eat my words. I don't think it's going to have as terrifying as an effect in the grand scheme of things over the next 4 years as some people might think.
Agreed.
But I still think like in a lot of boring ways or in a lot of more boring areas, it's going to greatly complicate things and make things that used to be easy a lot harder,
For
which
sure.
is kind of what happened after the first Trump presidency. The
Especially
Supreme,
like the tariff situation.
yeah, like it's going to be a cluster frick,
Yeah.
and it's just going to it's going to take years of policy change to undo that.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Also, if I had to bet, the Democratic Party is probably going to be completely redoing their platform over the next 4 years because,
As they should.
ouch, that's that's painful. And again, I don't blame Kamala for anything around that. Like she worked really hard, like she did her best.
Mm-hmm.
But there are other people involved in things who well, didn't worry as much about working class people as they should have.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, which that's a weird time. Also, honestly, we stayed away from politics for a while because of mental health stuff. Like
Especially
we
you for you.
I noped out of it. Like I didn't follow
You were
anything.
forced out of it. I forced him out of politics because no. I
It's
seen
so
it
bad.
like completely melts you.
Yeah, it's exhausting, and at some point it's just kind of
It's too much.
eh, you gotta just roll with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which yeah,
Hmm.
it's hard.
Yeah,
It
majorly.
is really hard. Yeah, other stuff. What have we really been up to and doing?
We haven't done much.
We started getting a lot more books. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. You could probably almost see in the background that entire bookshelf is brand new and every book on there is brand new.
Yeah, we found our new favorite local bookstore.
Yeah.
We go there pretty regularly.
Yeah, not as much lately, but
Yeah,
we're waiting for them to get new books in because we genuinely have a hard time finding books that we don't already have there.
yeah.
That's pretty much it.
My job's also shifted a little bit.
Would you like to explain that one?
Uh, for mental health reasons and other reasons related to general exhaustion, I took a step back from some of the stuff I was doing.
Yeah, you're no longer managing like a bunch of people. You're
Yeah,
just like, just want to step back.
I'm still doing a lot of development, still doing a lot of good stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I got completely exhausted and burnt out by what I would describe as politics.
Yeah, you got burnt out by a horrible manager, like a
Yeah,
horrible person above you that was not doing their job.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'll talk crap about him. I don't care.
And
He
that,
was horrible.
that
And when he first came in as your like new boss, I knew he was going to be horrible.
at first I was a little worried, and then things were fine, and then a flip switched, and his demeanor and personality just completely changed.
A switch flipped.
And
You
it
did the
was
same thing I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like, what the heck happened?
Yep.
And then it was very okay, and then bunch of conversations happened in sequence, one leading to another about how happy I was and what I was doing, and I basically got offered hey, you want to do something else?
You should have said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did eventually,
Well, yeah.
but yeah. And then
Just didn't happen in the way that it should have.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got another differently flavored offer to
Basically, he
move.
went in for like a touch base with his boss and got told that he was either going to be fired or moved. That's not the correct way.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just, oh my God.
yeah. I mean, it's not like it's. I mean, as my boss, he was allowed to do things the way he wanted to a point, which is why it happened.
But that's also why he no longer is doing much there because
No,
what he did wasn't correct
yeah,
and to process level.
yeah, no, he got in a lot of trouble for that,
Yeah.
a lot.
Hmm.
But yeah, I to be fair, I was burnt out, even though that wasn't necessarily
You were
reflecting in my job
insanely
performance.
no, because that would not you could be crazy. You're like me. You could be crazy,
Yeah,
burnt out, but no one would know.
yeah, and that's part of the reason why it was
Hmm.
hey, come over here and do something else,
Yeah.
which is why I'm now over somewhere else doing something
You're
else
in a
with
completely different sector of things and a whole different department doing things that you actually enjoy.
yeah,
That's good.
with a really good boss
Yeah.
and really good series of bosses above that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Fortunately, there is one person at that company who is fabulous, who I work a lot with,
Yeah.
and Yeah, working more under him now. So
There you go.
very happy about that.
And even like with my own work life, like I didn't realize how burnt out I was
Yeah,
until all of my medical stuff kind of happened and I had to take a step back from things and like I was on bed rest for a little bit and I couldn't go into an office. I had just at home. And I was like, "Wait a second. I'm not doing anything and I feel great."
yeah, we both got like severely burnt out.
Yeah. I didn't realize that it's me that's squeaking on the chair. I thought that it was
Really? I
you.
was sure it was me.
I thought it was you too until all of a sudden right now I'm like,
Oh, we're getting our coffee machine fixed.
oh, so our very nice $6,000 Miele coffee machine, the week before the election, decided to crap out. And we tried fixing it ourselves many times. And we
Yeah,
actually had to do like the craziest thing. And we had to call and get warranty services done,
which we've never done before.
which to actually have an appliance person come to our house in order to fix something,
Yeah,
which is just crazy. It's blasphemy. We're millennials. We would never. Well, you're Gen Z.
Gen Z, yeah.
But I would never. But I had to because one, you can't just replace the car. It's like 6 grand. Like,
Yeah.
and also we've had it for not even 6 months. Like it better be under warranty and it better be free to get fixed. It
Yeah.
is. So they came out a week ago. We're like, oh yeah, this thing is broken. And they ordered new parts and stuff. And tomorrow, cross fingers, it's supposed to get fixed.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm
I
very
am
excited.
so excited. We had to drag the Mocha Master out of the basement, which,
Mocha Master, is that what it's called?
yeah, I like
Oh,
that
the
thing,
Technivore Mocha Master.
but that sounds so weird, Technivore.
You just get so used to the bean to cup latte with the press of a button
Yeah.
that going back to drip coffee is just like alien.
It's, yeah, it doesn't taste right or feel right. Though honestly, so we got all these espresso beans for our coffee machine,
Hmm.
and we got this ground espresso by like accident, but fortunately it works well in the Mocha Master machine
Yeah,
because we
so
can't
we're
grind it.
we're drinking just straight up. What's the brand? Cafe
Cafe Bustelo.
Bustelo.
I didn't know it was espresso, so
Hmm.
the first couple of times I would like completely fill a cup with it with like a little bit of almond milk, and those are some of the most productive days I've ever had in my life.
I bet you're like on speed.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I got so much done.
Until
Oh,
I started being able to come downstairs and like make coffee and stuff.
and you
And
were just like,
I was like, well, it's
"What?
espresso. Just put in like a double shot of espresso. And you're like, what do you mean? And I
What do
was
you mean a
like,
double shot? What do you
this is not
mean?"
normal ground coffee.
I was like,
This is
"Oh,
Cafe
okay."
Bustelo espresso.
Yeah.
So that was a vibe.
Hey, I finished 6 months of trading in 2.5 weeks.
There you
So,
go.
actual thing that happened,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
Yeah. You just finished that what? The other day?
Yeah,
Friday?
yeah.
Also, we're recording this on a Sunday. I don't know when we're uploading this.
I
I'm
have no
going to take a
idea.
crack at editing this afterwards because I haven't edited a single thing in
I don't know what the editing process for this looks like.
June, July, August, September, October. 6 months?
It's a
Haven't edited anything in 6 months.
it's a giant mystery, honestly.
I did open up Final Cut the other day just because I seen there was an update and I updated to that and it does like the live captions and stuff. I don't know how I want to do that. I
No,
think
I'm
if I
not sure
do
either.
use that, it would be for short form content. And even for
Yeah.
this, I just realized right now. Remember we had 3 cameras set up before?
Oops.
So the short form content for this might not be amazing, but
Oops.
we still have our thing for that.
Yeah.
Also, sponsored by
By
DJI
Sony.
and Sony. Sony cameras, DJI microphone.
You know the full list of people we're sponsored by, and I lost track.
Yeah, we're technically
I
still sponsored by Formula One,
okay. Or
not Oral B. That
okay.
that we're not affiliated.
Okay. Yes. I still like their teeth brushers, but
Who else are we sponsored? Samsung?
Samsung. I'm pretty sure there's like a random one you were talking about where
Oh no.
that we were trying to get. Did
It's
we
been
get it?
6 months. No, I don't think we got it yet.
Oh, who else?
I don't know.
There's someone else. Uh, if you're sponsoring us and we forgot you,
I'll add it in
we'll add
post.
it in post. Hopefully that's everyone.
But yeah,
Uh, I'm yeah. I'm Justin,
I'm Alan,
and this has been
the Alan and Justin podcast.
a lazy and successful production.
A lazy yet successful production.
Yeah. Anyways,
Over and out. That was such a weird end, but whatever. Bye.
bye.